Okay, this is September the 17th, 2020. It's coming up on around 9 a.m. in the morning. It looked like it rained pretty good here last night. Currently, right now, it's just drizzling, and hopefully that we're past the worst of Hurricane Sally or the aftermath thereof. I'm going to go ahead and walk toward this rain gauge so I can get a sense of how much rainfall occurred here from last night. I took a read on this yesterday evening and a little less than an inch. I set this rain gauge up by the way, right here yesterday morning about 10:30. This was prior to the major rainfall we received from this hurricane, and I want to take a look right now and see what we have. Looks like quite a bit fell here. You can see this. We're up to over, I don't know if you can see that or not, 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches of rainfall. You folks up in the Northeast, if you haven't already been part of this rainfall, be prepared. It's coming your way. Anyway, I'm going to walk around the rest of the property to see if there's anything that we need to take care of in the way of putting up additional fencing or barriers to keep this water from running down into the lake. It's going to be pretty sloppy here. I'm hoping I don't trip and fall, but I've got my mud boots on, and we'll go ahead and walk through this muck. Looks like we're sitting okay with the fencing, and just so you can see where we are here, it looks like all the soil here looks like it stayed put. A little bit of runoff from this one corner, but nothing to concern ourselves over. And down the left side of the property, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a trail, as what I can tell here. It looks like most of this water that ran down across here is still being contained. Looking at the lake, it looks like nothing has gone into the lake. Otherwise, the lake in front of this property would be red or muddy. So that's very encouraging. And some of these locations right here looks like they were a bit eroded, but for the most part, everything is still being contained in this area. A little bit of erosion along this footing site, but that can be backfilled. And this was the corner I was more concerned about. Looks like the primary fencing is still holding up. Let me see if I can give you another perspective on it. Raise this camera so you can see where we are with that. Again, nothing has breached across this area. Looks like most of the pile of dirt. Oops, we're going to have to scrape off the top of the septic tank before we do inspection, but that's no big deal. We're still looking pretty good here. This got eroded a little bit, looks like. A lot of this water that was here yesterday has run down, obviously. Let me see what we have here. Yeah, we'll have to, well, probably a lot of this dirt will be pulled away, and this is where this runoff is actually occurring. But then again, as you can tell, this fencing is still holding up. Maybe this is where the worst of the rainfall is over with here, hopefully. But as I said, if you folks that are in the Northeast, if it hasn't already started there, be prepared. Your standard eroding pathways from all of this dirt, and it looks like this fencing material is being is still in position. Not much has moved here other than, like I say, just your surface material is, you know, is coming loose, but it's pretty slippery here, by the way, too. All of this area down in here looks like it's still being maintained, and some more silt and surface material up against these logs, which is, for me, that's a blessing in disguise considering the rainfall that we got here last night. So let's take a look around to the other side of this pile. Let's see what we have here. Walk up this pathway here. Yeah, everything looks pretty good here. I'd say, if, like I said, if we're pretty much beyond the worst of this rainfall from the storm, I think this is gonna fare out pretty well for us. But again, when we look at the rain gauge, a total of more than 4.5 inches fell from yesterday morning and all the way up until this point in time. So this is the back end of the garage, and like I said, this is pretty sloppy in here. Just watch my step here. All right, this is it. Until next time.